Hi everyone, my name is Hailey here with Adult Fitness, and today I'll be going through a warm-up with you guys. It's going to be fun. We're going to reach all parts of the body today, and we're just going to have a good time. So to start off, we'll do some jumping jacks, but we'll do a little bit of a little modification where we'll step from side to side with our hands up, just to get our body moving and our heart racing. Looking good. We'll just go side to side here, just making sure we're constantly moving, getting all the muscles warmed up today. So, looking good, everyone. And if you want, you can go a little bit faster and add in kind of an upper arm movement too to work our arms. Or we can continue doing the kind of circles with our arms. Go from side to side. And whenever you guys are ready, we can go into some jumping jacks and do a little bit of a light jumping jack. This doesn't have to be anything too crazy. Just really want to get that heart pumping. And we'll do these for just 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So now that we're warmed up a little bit, we'll do a little bit of balance with some leg swings. We can put our hands on our hips or our hands out to the side, and we'll go out in front of us and behind. If you need to stop when you go down and back the other way, that's perfectly fine. Or you can just do one fluid motion. And need to stop and catch your balance, perfectly fine to do so. Really feel the stretch in our legs and our glutes while maintaining that balance. Awesome. We'll do 5 more seconds on this leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. We'll shake it out and go into the next leg. Remember stopping in other directions if you need to, or just one fluid motion. Also, if you're at home, you can hold on to a chair for balance or a wall. Awesome. Go for about 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So now we'll do some calf raises. We want to just stand shoulder width apart with our feet. We can put our hands on our hips or just hands to the side. And we're just going to go up onto our toes and squeeze at the top and come back down. We can do this at a controlled pace. Nothing too fast. You can also pulse at the top or come down. And if you want more of a stretch, you can put our toes inwards. Do our calf raises like this. Or you can keep them straight out in front of us. Awesome. Looking good, everyone. And we'll do these for about 10 more seconds. Looking really good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, so now let's go into some sumo squats. We're going to put our feet a little bit farther apart than usual. And we want our feet to be pointed outwards a little bit. And we're just going to go into a squat. We want to stay at those 90 degrees with our knees. Awesome. And again, you can put your hands in a fist when you go down. You can just leave them down like this. Or you can keep them in that fist. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Awesome, looking good. Make sure you're breathing throughout this. Really push through, looking really good. So, if you want a bit of a lighter modification, you don't need to go down as far and just go little light ones. So we'll go for about 5 more seconds on these. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So now let's go into a little bit of our upper body. Today I'm not using any weights, just using some body weights, but if you have weights at home or anything you'd like to use, go for it. So we're going to do some bent over flies. So we're going to stand with our knees a little bit bent. We want a flat back and our head in a neutral position. And we're going to hold on to our weights close with our elbows close to our chest, and we're just going to go out to the side and back in again. We really want to bring in those shoulders together. can squeeze at the top and come back down. And we want to make sure we have that controlled motion, not going too fast or too slow. So we'll go for about 5 more seconds on these. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So now we're going to do a little bit of our biceps and do some hammer curls. So we're going to stand in a neutral position, just up and down, and we can go 2 at a time and just come up to meet our shoulders and back down to our hips. Or you can do 1 at a time if you'd prefer. And again, we don't want to use any momentum when we do these and try to sling it up like this. We want to just go up and controlled and back down in a slow, even pace. If you are catching yourself using some momentum to try to bring it up, either the weight is too heavy, if you're going up too fast, the weight might be too light. So try to find something very in the middle so you can do a nice pace when you're going up with these. You can do 1 at a time or both at the same time. Awesome. We'll go for about 5 more seconds on these. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, so now that we worked our biceps, we want to work our triceps a little bit. So we're going to go back into that kind of squatting position with a slight bend in our knees and a flat straight back and our head in a neutral position. We're going to do some tricep kickbacks. So we want our elbow to be close to our sides, and we're just going to extend straight out backwards with our weight or our fists. We're just going to go straight out. We can do 1 at a time again, or both at the same time. You really just want to feel the squeeze when you hit this back position. And really feel that stretch here in your triceps when you go back. And you want to make sure that your arms stay really close to your sides. Awesome. Looking good. Focus. Again, do controlled. And make sure not to extend too far back. Just right where it's comfortable, right there when you feel that stretch. And go about 10 more seconds with these. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, it's the last exercise for our arms. We're going to do some lateral raises, so we're going to just stand in our neutral position, hold on to our weights, and then we're just going to extend outwards so that our arms are level with our shoulders. We're going to come back down and back up again, and just do slow, controlled, and not trying to use that momentum again. Awesome. We should really feel these in our shoulders and in our arms, and just make sure it's a good time to breathe. Sit upright with your posture. Looking good. And no hurts, just fight through. You got it. We'll go for about 5 more seconds on these. Try to do as many as you can. 3, 2, and 1 more. Awesome. Alright, so now we're going to go back into a little bit of balance and a little bit of our legs. We're going to do some quad stretches. So we're just going to grab onto our feet like this and stretch our quads here. And we'll just go back and forth and just hold there for a second. Drop back down again. Hold, drop back down. If it helps, you can grab onto your toes, you can grab onto your ankle, whatever feels best. You can put a hand on a hip or just out to the side. Awesome. Looking good. Really feel that stretch in the quads when we do these. And if you need to catch your balance, that's perfectly fine too. Again, you can use a chair or a wall. Go about 10 more seconds. 1 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so now we're going to work on a little bit of balance. So we're going to do some figure fours. So we're going to take our right ankle, place it on top of our left knee, and then we can extend our hands outwards and sit back into that 90 degrees. We'll do it on the other leg as if you're sitting back into a chair, and just really make sure you can try to use that balance. Use your core when you go down. If you need to, hold on to a chair or a wall again, whatever helps with balance. Awesome. And again, these don't need to be very fast. We can do these slow and controlled. Really make sure we're breathing the entire time. Awesome. Looking good. And we'll do these for about 10 more seconds and then I'll transition into the next exercise. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So then we're going to go into our standing lunges. So we're just going to stand or step out, just a regular step forwards. And we're going to go down into that lunge, not all the way down, but just slightly above. And we can put our hands in a fist here, hands on our hips or hands on our knees. And we're just going to hold them here for a little bit. And then you can come up and back down again. Feel that stretch and try to hold it there as long as you can. And then come back up. And then we can go on to the other leg. We'll go down into that lunge. Hold here for a minute. Really bite through the burn and then come back up. And we'll go down one more time. Hold it here. And we'll come back up. Awesome. So now we'll transition onto the mat. And we're going to go into our tabletop position. And so we're going to do some donkey kicks. So we're going to tuck our feet in. And we're just going to have our hands shoulder width apart underneath our shoulders with a flat back and our head in a neutral position. We're just going to extend our knee upwards as if we're making a 90 degree and come back down and do some donkey kicks. And we can just switch from foot to foot. Really working the glutes here. Awesome. Really breathe. Take your time with these. Really feel the stretch up at the top. Awesome. And when I do these, I like to keep my foot flexed the entire time instead of having a pointed toe. Awesome. We'll do these for about 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more. Awesome. So now we can do some fire hydrants. So we're going to stay in the same position and we're going to go out to the side with our leg and back in again. We can do the other leg like this and back in again. And again, maintaining that 90 degree with our legs and just going straight out to the sides. Awesome. Looking good. You want to make sure it's a straight line from your leg all the way across. Awesome. Make sure you're breathing through this. Alright, we'll do these for about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So staying in the same position, we're going to do some bird dogs. So we're going to take our right arm and our left leg and extend it straight outwards in front of us as if we're creating a straight line from our hand to our foot all the way along. Then we're going to go in and back out again. And we're going to work on this side for about 10 seconds. And really just make sure you're going slow. Engage your core, keep it tight, and bring it in. If you need to go down, it's fine. We're just going to go here for a few more seconds. Again, take these slow and controlled movements. 3, 2, and last one. Awesome. Let's transition to the other side. So our left arm and our right leg straight, and again. Awesome. Looking good. And in again, and out. And make sure you're really just engaging that core, keeping it strong. Awesome. And we'll go about 5 more seconds on this side. 3, 2, and then again. 1. Awesome. So now we're going to do some cat-cows. So we're going to go up and make a dome with our back, push our belly button to our spine, and bring our head in, really bringing those shoulders apart. And then we're going to come back down, put our head up to that neutral position, really bring those shoulders together. And then we're going to go back down to that dome shape again. We're going to go out again. And in. This is a good time to breathe, concentrate, and just make sure that we're keeping that position when we are doing these with our head. Awesome, looking good. We'll do these for about 5 more seconds. Just take them slow and controlled. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So now we're going to go into our plank, work a little bit of our core. So we can do these with our arms straight, with our hands underneath our shoulders, creating a straight line with our body. Try not to bring your hips up too high or too low. Keep them at this maintained position. Or you can go down on your forearms and hold a plank like this. And really just try to hold these as much as you can, engaging that core, keeping it strong. And just breathe through it. And if you want a little bit of a harder modification, we can keep this right arm, take our left arm, and needle it through. We can do so on the other side. Take that right arm, needle it through. Or you can just stay in this maintained position. Awesome. Looking good. I'll hold it for 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, staying in the same position, we're going to go into our push-ups. Now we can do these on our knees. We go down like this. Or we can go up onto our feet like this. And go down like that. Whichever one works best for you. Try to keep those elbows close to your body when you go down. And take these at your own pace, nothing too fast. And we'll do about 5 more of these. Really try to focus on your form. 4, 3 more, 2, and last one. Awesome. So now we're going to do a little bit of a Cobra Stretch. So we're going to put our feet out, have our hips meet the mat, and we're just going to extend and have an open heart. And we can put our head up in that neutral position and just really feel the stretch in our back, but also our chest. And just take a minute to breathe. And then in 5 seconds, we're going to come up into our downward dog. 3, 2, 1. So let's tuck our feet under and just lift our hips to the sky. And have our biceps and shoulders meet our ears. And just hold here for a minute. This really works your calves and your arms. If you want a little bit of a higher modification, you can bring your knees down, but hover above the mat and hold that here for as long as you can. Really bite through the burn, but if not, just stay up here at that downward dog. Awesome. This is a good time to breathe, focus, and hold this stretch. And then we'll transition about 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So we'll come down onto our knees, transition to the other side, and we're going to do some crunches. So we're going to go back onto our tailbone, and you can either keep a bicycle crunch, so where you're going to meet your right knee up to your left elbow and transition to the other leg, or keep our knees up like this and meet up like this, or you can even cross your right ankle over your left knee and switch from side to side, and then switch to the other leg. Whichever one feels best for you. You really just want to feel this stretch in our abs and our core. And stay down like this. Awesome. Bite through it, you got it. Do these for about 10 more seconds. Try to make these the best. And 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Awesome. So now let's do some penguins. So we're going to stay down in this position with our knees bent, and we can put our palms towards the mat, and we can try to touch our ankles from side to side. Or we can keep them flat on the mat and try to touch next to our feet. Awesome. Try to keep these steady. You got it. And we'll do these for about 10 more seconds. Looking good, you got it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So now we can come up and do our butterfly position where we bring our feet together and just hold them here and feel them right here. And we can even bend down a little bit, or you can just stay up here in this position. It's a good time to focus on our posture and realign. Bring our shoulders back, a lot of space between our shoulders and our ears, and do some deep breathing. Awesome. We'll hold here for about 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring our knees out and do a slight bend. We can do a bicep stretch. So we're going to have our knees slightly bent. And we're going to reach behind us with our hands flat on the mat and really just feel that stretch. Awesome, looking good. Good time to breathe, and then whenever you're ready, transition in to our behind the hold. So we're just going to interlace our fingers and really just hold it behind us. We can go up a little bit for more of a stretch, or you can just keep it down here. Really bringing the shoulders together, feeling that tight squeeze. And then we can transition to the front, interlace our fingers, really try to pull those shoulders apart, and hold here for a minute. Awesome. And then we'll take a breath in and a breath out, and then go into our tricep stretch. And we can add in a little bit to the side here and stretch to the side. And we can shake a little bit, go into the next arm, and to the side. And breathe in and out. Alright, and come out. Our last stretch. We're going to bring our right foot in, and we're going to reach over to our toes, really feel down our hamstrings. Awesome. And then we'll go into the other side and go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And do the same thing on the other foot. Hold here for about 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright. So now we can go in with a slight bend in our knee. And we want our back flat. And we're just going to hold here. And then slowly, whenever you're ready, we're just going to roll up. Take a breath in and out. Awesome job today, guys. Thank you.